Growing up, I watched a lot of cable TV. Most of the time, it was spent watching the big three, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network, but never after 9 p.m. because that's when the shows got scary. I would guess a lot of these shows subconsciously affected who I ended up becoming as a person, but since I now have a marketing degree, it might have just been the ads. Maybe I paid too much attention because I can't seem to remember anything these days because my brain is full of 2000s niche infomercials. Baking pans that only made a single item, a cheese grater for your foot, a blanket with sleeves. They had it all. But if you wanted to buy any of these items, you had to call the number that the really fast talking man would say a few times at the end of the infomercial, which was far too much social interaction for my taste. And you'd have to call that number and talk to a person. No thank you. But recently I realized I'm no longer an 8-year-old with no money, and I could probably buy all these things online and not talk to a single person. So that's exactly what I did. When I think infomercial, I think ShamWow might be the first thing I think of.
Hi, it's Vince with ShamWow. ShamWow, you'll be saying wow every time. Wow, wows, wow, wows. Wow.
I want to say wow every time. Look, I don't know what it is, alright? Maybe it's just a chamois, maybe it's just a rag.
It's like a chamois, it's like a towel, it's like a sponge.
But to me, it seems like magic. The thing I like most about the ShamWow is that they don't have any niche advertising. They're going for everyone.
Use one as a bath mat, drain your dishes with the other one. Use one as a towel. Olympic divers, the car, the boat, the RV.
You have an RV? Yeah, it's for you. Are you an Olympic diver? Yeah, you too, buddy. It makes me think that they just kind of accidentally made this super absorbent towel, and they're like, well, someone's gonna need this. I just picture a bunch of execs in a boardroom sitting there. Well, what if they cleaned their car with it? That's good. And what about a boat? That's basically like a wet car. You, sir, you're on fire. On fire? Fire? Like campfire? What about an RV? Oh, someone get this man a gold medal. Gold medal? Divers. I'm sorry, that was really dumb.
You're going to spend $20 every month on paper towels anyway. You're throwing your money away.
Vince, Mr. Sham, if I may, I understand that I may spend $20 a month on paper towels. I'm kind of cool with that. I don't really want to clean up my cat's vomit with the ShamWow. That's probably selfish of me, huh? So yeah, the ShamWow sells for $19.95 plus shipping and handling, but I only paid $18. So, what a deal. Now, if you don't know Vince as the ShamWow guy, then you probably know him from one other infomercial.
Hi, it's Vince with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop.
I'm recording this on November 4th. Vince, I'd love to slap my problems away. I'm just gonna say it. The Slap Chop, kind of a banger idea. And it really fits the channel because, you know, I reviewed that knife in that one video, but I'm pretty bad at dicing, so maybe this will help me out.
Stop having a boring tuna. Stop having a boring life. You're gonna have an exciting life now.
I love all the little quips he throws in. Really? I'm gonna have an exciting life now? Finally. Yes.
Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts.
What? What did he say? Vince offer, you dirty dog.
Kids can do it. They're gonna charge you $1 for toppings at the ice cream store.
Vince might have invented girl math before girl math existed. He did it with the ShamWow. He's doing it now. Well, I'm already gonna pay $1 for toppings at the ice cream store. How often are you going to the ice cream store?
The other ones, bacteria gets in the food. Can't open this up. It's worthless. Forget about it. Now,
oh, what a throw. How many takes do you think that took?
all right, here's the garlic with the skin. There you go. These skins the garlic.
Look, I'm just gonna keep it honest. I hate cutting garlic. This might have just made it for me. If that's right, if I can chop to take the garlic skin off, I'm buying it yesterday. Literally, I already bought all these things.
The onions with the skin. All right, this is making you cry and making me cry. Life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore.
You fucking get me, Vince. You get it.
The Slap Chop sells for $19.95,
But if you call now, within the next 20 minutes, because you know we can't do this all day.
you're gonna get the Grady absolutely free.
Oh, what? I didn't get the Grady? Oh yeah, like you know they can't do it all day. Of course, Vince, I wouldn't expect you to do it all day. You're being so kind giving me the Grady. So actually, the Slap Chop has gotten more expensive over the years. It's now $28, but still, that's really not a lot to pay because I'm gonna have an exciting life now. So I'm so fucking excited. So at this point, I wanted to mix it up a little bit and do something I would have wanted way more as a kid. Something more entertaining, perhaps something more fun.
Nowhere to run? Nowhere to ride? Now wherever there's carpet, blast off with Fun Slides!
I bought the Fun Slides. I bought those.
The amazing carpet skates that glide, slide, or ride!
I wanted these so badly as a kid. They looked so cool. I don't know. I don't even know why. I didn't have that much carpet in my house. Give me linoleum slides. Linoleum slides would go hard. So the possibilities for this are endless. You can race with them, you can play games with them, or you can just cruise with them. So pretty much everything you need.
But wait, there's more! Constructed of friction-defying super smooth plastic, secured by hook and loop straps, shock-free foam, and elastic.
I don't really feel like I got really more out of that. You kind of just explained what I thought was going on. You know the Fun Slides? Wait, there's more. You can also slide with them on carpet.
Heel to toe, heel to toe. Just push off and away you go. Check the replay. Just push off and away you go.
Oh, okay. That's just, if you look at the replay, he just kind of pushes off and away he went. So that's good to know. It's helpful.
Face off with Fun Slides hockey. Dance like a maniac. Fun slide across the house.
Now, most of this commercial is pretty innocent, except for those two dancing like a maniac. Calm down. So I paid $11 for the Fun Slides and then $7 for one of the trick rails they had in the commercial. I didn't even know these existed. I just saw it and I had to buy it. So it's like $11 plus like $7, and then whatever my insurance deductible is when I hurt myself. The international audience won't get that one. Take your free healthcare right up your ass. Now this next product, absolutely no one mentioned. Not one. So I'm a little nervous it might have just been me. But I saw so many ads for the Fushigi, I knew I had to get one, and in hindsight, I have no clue why I wanted this so bad.
It's here, it's wild, it's sweeping the nation, it's Fushigi!
I remember being mesmerized with the concept of the Fushigi as a kid. I don't know, maybe there's lead in the water or something. Watching this ad, it just looks like a mirror ball. I think I'm going to be really disappointed. Never meet your heroes. Never buy a Fushigi.
Fushigi, like, I don't know what it is, but it's the coolest thing ever, and I can do it.
This ad is so aggressively 2010. I didn't catch this. There's this like subtext, may lead to property damage or bodily injury. I'm going to be so pissed if I get killed by the Fushigi. God, why did I paid money for this? Why did I pay money for this? This seemed so cool in my head. This is so stupid. Did you see? That girl is just like twisting the ball. Idiot. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yep, the Fushigi, the magic gravity ball, for only $19.99. But I got to pay $22. Who's the real winner? Yeah, I don't think that one needs any more explanation. I'm gonna be disappointed in it. Alright, so that's all the products. Now we just have to wait for them to get here. They've literally been behind me the whole time. So this first item I am pretty nervous about because it's kind of just a plant, but I guess it's not actually just a plant. It's more of a chia pet, which I guess is still technically just a plant. So I decided to spice it up just a little bit. I think you'll understand. Chia Barack Obama. I think this had one of the most nostalgic commercials out there.
Let me be clear.
Not the most nostalgic, but it was up there. At this point, I started to realize something was wrong. Okay, there's already shit going everywhere, so that's ideal. Oh no. Alright, I think Barack might be in pieces. Oh man. Dude. What did they do to Barack? Oh no. Oh, whoa. I was unfamiliar with the game of the Chia Pet Company. They also made the Of Glove, the Clapper, and that's about it, but it was more than I was expecting. At this point, I was left with two options: to return my Barack Obama Chia Pet and get my $8 back, or to take matters into my own hands. Hold on, Barry, you stay put. It's gonna be all right, Barack. We're gonna fix Chia Barack's head. Don't worry. Here we go, Barack. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, and that peeled off actually concerningly fast. Sure, you know what? This is fine. Doing a quick run, the greatest hits. Just dabbing the corners. Look, buddy. That might be as good as it gets. I got like strands of glue fucking everywhere. That's not important though. What's important is that Barack is looking. Barack is looking. Alright, my camera died, Barack died. I'm up to reason 12, so. But look, I think Barack's fine. Is Chia Barack doing great? No. But are any of us doing great right now? Probably not. So look, Barack, we're gonna call it a wash. What the fuck? Submerge your chia in water for 1 hour. Alright, Barack. Ready to go to Guantanamo? Alright, it's been an hour. I let my Chia Barack sit in water, as it said, and I also let the seeds sit in water, because it said to do that. And I don't know what's wrong with these seeds. They, it said it was going to be goopy. I don't like that one bit. I did discover one problem as we let Chia Barack sit. You're supposed to fill him with water, but because half of his throat is missing, he doesn't really hold water that well. Does this matter? I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to water him more carefully, maybe. Looking good. I guess I'll just use my hands. Ew. Ew. Well, I guess let's mix these seeds up a little bit. Oh my god, they're just a goop. Well, that's fine. You don't think about this until you're spreading goop on former U.S. President Barack Obama's head. You don't think about this. It's like I'm spreading ointment, bumpy ointment. Either the seeds or Barack smells like ass. Sorry, Barack. I know some people, such as myself, may have wondered, hey, do they make these for every president? And yes, they do. Unfortunately, every president, or at least in recent memory. Okay, we still got some gaps in here, but I shouldn't use my fingers. That was a stupid ass idea. We're gonna use this paintbrush. Nope, okay, that didn't actually work at all. Well, I think he looks lovely. Clean you up a little bit, Barry. Yeah. You know what? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. He almost certainly is gonna have some seeds growing out of his throat. I don't know. It's not my fault. I didn't do that, but. All right. Well, Barack. Can I call you Barry?
No.
Okay. Well, it'll take 2 weeks for him to be done, so we'll be back. It's here. It's wild. It's sweeping the nation. It's
Fushigi!
So the Fushigi came with this DVD you're supposed to watch before using it, and I don't want to suffer bodily injury or die. So I figured I probably should check this out.
Fushigi.
Is it supposed to be silent?
Thank you for purchasing your new...
It just starts off with 30 seconds of quiet Fushigiing. Probably a horrible start, but if we're going to master this damn thing, we got to buy in.
Fushigi is uniquely designed to enhance the reflective properties of the sphere and the overall illusion. This is a skill art, and it does take...
There was no need for him to start flexing like that. Buddy, I bought the Fushigi. I'm in the tutorial here. You think Tony Hawk would pull some nonsense like this if he was teaching me to skate? Doing a 720 kickflip while I'm trying to stay on the board? No.
Hello and welcome to the Fushigi Training DVD. I'm the Amazing Kenny, and I'll be teaching you to master the art of Fushigi.
The Amazing Kenny? I want to know what makes this guy so amazing. Excuse me, Mr. Amazing Kenny, could I see some credentials? You want credentials? Check this out.
Your Fushigi does not, in fact, float on its own. It's a magic ball because it capitalizes on the illusions of levitation and flotation that you can produce with simple motions.
What the hell? It says magic gravity ball on the box. You're telling me this is just a regular stupid old ball? God, we got scammed so bad.
Now, the secret to isolations is being able to keep the ball stationary in one point and doing other things with your hands.
Yeah?
Now, right now,
Keep the ball stationary in one point and do other things with your hands. Yeah, I think y'all get the joke.
this is what we call the simple levitation or claw isolation. The simple way to learn this is to hold it in front of your body, move your hand up in front of the sphere, slide down the side, and then twist to the beginning. Again, that's up in the front, down the side, and twist.
Maybe I'm just not gifted enough. How does this dude keep it steady? Alright, I don't think that looks cool at all.
Make sure that it's staying still, because if you move the ball around even a little bit, you've destroyed the illusion that we're creating.
Yeah, I got that, Kenny.
Our next trick in the isolation series is the Enigma, which is one of my favorite moves. And it looks like this.
Why does he make it look so graceful? So you wanna do that? Thumb and pointer finger? Wait. I see why they call him the Amazing Kenny. This is kind of hard.
So that it rolls up to this position, then switch which thumb and pointer fingers on it, and roll back down.
Oh, fuck. That hurt. Right in the hometown team, you know what I mean? Oh, I sent the boys back to the locker room. Oh, shit. Oh, well, can't have kids anymore. Alright, I'm done with the Enigma because I keep hurting myself. At this point, despite damaging my genetic lineage, I felt like I was starting to get a little bit of the hang of it. Shit, Kenny. Kenny, check this out. Kenny, check this out. Dude, if Kenny was here, he would have been so hyped. Alright, next up, ringing the towel.
It starts by putting the ball on your fist, your other hand goes on top, and you just flip the ball over. Take one hand away, and then I'm going to roll it down my fingers. The very tips of my fingers makes it easier to see for the audience. By doing this motion, it's kind of like wringing out a towel.
Yeah, Kenny, I got that far. What am I doing wrong? They didn't teach me this in college. But my feeling of confidence from moments prior had quickly subsided, and all that was left was frustration. Yo, I actually hate this thing. Getting my ass beat by Fushigi, dude. But you know how the saying goes, if you buy a Fushigi for a video, you should keep going with it. That way you get more content, I think.
You can push it down.
You good, Kenny? Why'd you make that noise?
This is the wiper. Kind of like a windshield wiper, moving in an arc with your elbow staying in almost the same spot.
Dude, I don't want to do the wiper. I'm gonna break something if I do the wiper, man.
Put your middle finger down a little bit, and that creates a 3-finger cradle, or even a Vulcan cradle. Live long and prosper.
I hit myself with the Fushigi again. Oh, I shouldn't have made fun of the Amazing Kenny. I'm sorry, Kenny. Oh, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh my god. Dude, I hate this. Thought this Fushigi would be cool. I dreamed about this. At this point, I kind of had to lock in because my jokes were declining faster than my skill was improving.
Once you can do that, then move it up and down quickly, and you want to catch it softly like you're catching an egg. Once you can have it do that, then have it leave your hand.
Chill. Hold on, Kenny.
You're going to throw the ball gently, just off the tips of your fingers, point your hand at it, and catch in the palm of your hand with the ball. You throw it more gently, slide your hand underneath it, and then you're doing the wiper.
Okay, so here's the deal. This tutorial it's just teaching you tricks, I guess. That was like 30 minutes of him just stunting on us. Master Uwe would never. I don't know why Master Fushigi is, but I digress. I have a really low confidence that I can master any of those tricks, but we're gonna really just hone in on the one. And that's the wiper, because it seemed kind of fun, and I was alright at it. I think I also gotta get my showmanship up. Look, I'm gonna say something that they don't tell you. I think me having small hands affects this. I don't think my hands are that small. I mean, I have a wonderful time using keyboards, wearing gloves, eating finger foods. It's really quite a luxury, the size of my hands. This being said, I think the Amazing Kenny probably has some baseball mitt-ass hands. Like, the cradle I can't do because my hands are, like, there's no runway. Oh. Okay. Pop off. It's your boy. You rolled under my bed. I need to harness my inner Fushigi. Damn it. I lost my Fushigi again. And also, what if this Fushigi wasn't hard as shit? I feel like I'm risking breaking my collarbone, but I'm fucking at it right now. Holy shit, the boy's on a run. Okay, I fucked up. I feel like I look cool as hell, but I probably don't. Like, what if I go to a bar and I'm just ripping this? Drink in one hand, the shigi in the other. People are like, whoa, don't you need both hands? I'm like, nope, Master Kenny taught me everything I know. I mean, seeing a guy rip it like this would actually go crazy. Be honest, I mean... Okay, the only scary part is when you mess up on the transfer over, because then it goes from you, like, delicately balancing this ball to, like, now you're throwing the hard ball. Like that. That's what I was talking about. Okay, like, I can't tell because I'm in the moment. I think it might look kind of cool in the edit. I can't tell if this looks mildly impressive on camera or if I look like a complete loser. And I think it might be the latter. So that sucks. Yeah, I do weddings, funerals, birthday parties, bat mitzvahs, bar mitzvahs. And I need someone who does floor repairs. Yeah, so I think the Fushigi is probably going to stay right there on the shelf for the rest of my life. I am a little curious what Kenny's up to these days. He has a YouTube channel, but it just doesn't look like he's posted on it in like 7 years. And if you search The Amazing Kenny, his Facebook comes up. I was today years old when I made my first Skibbity Toilet balloon sculpture. The only comment, Fushigi. Alright, well I'm going to stop going through Kenny's Facebook because it feels kind of weird. It seems like he's not the celebrity that I feel he is. But hey, if you need a contact juggler from the Tampa area, I know a guy. Hi. Alright, next up we got the fun slides. Ooh. How do I open this? Dude, look how sick this kid on the back looks. Look at him. He looks sick. I want to look like that guy. Oh, award-winning. The National Parenting Center Seal of Approval 2004. Pretty big deal. They don't just give that to anybody. All right, so we got the fun slides, but there's more. We also got the trick rail. Oh, what the hell? Wait, can you see this? Look how dirty the box is. Dude, this is filthy. All right, let's get rid of that box, Jesus. All right, that's the trick rail. Now let's try this bad boy out. Yeah, so I have them on, and they're kind of gassed. Can't use the stairs. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that shit, like, you kind of don't really slide on it. That just sucks. That should be way more fun. Okay, here's my thoughts. The fun slides, they're fun. But, like, the trick rail sucks. That thing, that was a waste of money. They kind of nailed it when they said they're as fun as, like, socks on a hardwood floor. Which, like, a few times, it's like, oh, look, I slid. That was pretty cool. But it's pretty boring after, like, 7 minutes. You're kind of done at that point. They kind of ran out of steam pretty early. So I'm going to give them like a B-. I don't know if I'm grading these. A B- though. Rock update. Oh, actually. So it's been about 10 days with our good friend Barack here, and Absolutely nothing. These chia seeds are multiple years old and I think dead, because not even a single one has even started to sprout. So I'm gonna go buy some chia seeds and replant Barack, and I think that might help. The other issue is that Barack is supposed to be filled with water at all times. That's not a problem normally, except there's a pretty big hole in his throat. Not much I could do there. And I thought I did a good enough glue job, but apparently not good enough. There's a few pretty large holes in his neck and water just kind of trickles out. And keeping with the theme of the video, there's really only one way we could patch these holes up. Flex tape.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape.
In the commercials, the guy saws a boat in half and then tapes it together with this. So like, I'd like to think that this would work for Chia Barack Obama. They don't really demonstrate it in the videos, but I would think... Don't worry, Barack. Oh my god. I know it's tape, but this stuff is sticky. Alright, Barack. Wow. You look so good, Barry. Get the other side. Alright, that might do. Does it look like Barack is wearing a collar? Yeah. Cool. Well, guess I'm gonna go get some chia seeds. Y'all, it is a beautiful day. The sun is gray. The birds are gray. It's pretty dope. You might be wondering, what am I doing here with some moon shoes? Haven't talked about moon shoes the whole video. Can you chill out? I'm trying to make a video. Thank you. Haven't talked about moon shoes the whole video, so I kind of just found them in my garage. So that's a dub. Also, there's a lot of feathers on the ground. Not really sure why. Kind of concerning. Now, forgive me if I'm underselling these a little, but I think you just kind of put them on and jump. I should do one of those cool transitions like this. Now cut to the... Not a problem. Yeah, never a worry, never a doubt. I did it. I'm sure that was a pretty sick transition. So I've watched the original commercial as I precariously balance here. I've watched it many times and it's literally just kids jumping around. So I'm sure this looks really impressive. Oh, I already broke a strap. So what's really great is my foot keeps hitting the inside plastic and it hurts. It hurts a lot. We're also down a strap. If we could maybe freeze frame that in post. Hey-o. Wait, I'm kind of cruising now. Can you run in these too? Check this out. Imagine I'm running from the cops. Add it in post, add it in post. Add it in post. You never catch me, coppers. All right, look, these aren't really holding the test of time. So maybe we go back to the other stuff. Dude, my toe hurts so bad. Oh, I might be bleeding. Y'all, it's time to have an exciting life.
You're gonna have an exciting life now.
So there's very little I remember from the Slap Chop commercial. I remember that I'm gonna have an exciting life, and I remember I'm gonna love his nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts.
On a serious note real quick, I've bought a lot of dumb things for this channel. Today's a pretty big moment, because this might be the first thing I find genuinely useful in my life. Like the fushigi, what am I gonna do with the fushigi? Yeah, everyone who sees it immediately falls in love with me. But I'm more than just a guy who can juggle some balls. You guys wouldn't get it. Anyways, let's give this a go, because I'm kind of hungry. Now there's a few examples he used in the commercial that I'm gonna try out right now, but if you're new around here, there's only one way we know how to test a cooking product. We're cutting an onion. Now I don't think this will actually fit right over the onion, so I already have to cut the onion with something else. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Binging with Babish Knife. I'll cut this onion in half, and then it's an onion with the crust, the shell, with the peel side down. Okay, that took way more Okay, I think I didn't slap enough, or maybe I'm just a weakling. Some chops. Okay. Maybe I didn't chop enough. That doesn't seem thoroughly cut. But I mean, can I remove the peel at least? All right, you know, it separated the outer layer for the most part, except for this like dead tip. Maybe you're supposed to cut that off pre-slap. All right, you know, back to it. Look, maybe we chalk this one up to the beginner, because I think this might be on me. It's like diced, but also part of it is not diced. It is both finely minced and not at all cut. Ate that onion, that was very spicy. Not spicy, but like very raw oniony. Let's try this red potato. It does not really fit enough, so once again, we have to use a knife. A 1, a 2, a slap chop. I probably should have hit it more than one time. Okay. Look, I'm getting a little worried that maybe it's my fault, but they're not really dicing. The blades kind of just make a wave shape, and I don't think it spins enough in one slap to dice. Maybe this is a labor of love. I could have sworn he said like 2 slaps, but okay, it's fine. I kind of feel my heart breaking because this does not look like the ad, Vince. It kind of looked really cool in the ad. This looks like a piece of shit right now, gonna be honest. But hey, it's garlic time. For me, the big selling feature of this was being able to take the skin off garlic. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be pissed. 1 slap. We're gonna give it a second, just in case. 2 slaps. I'm very worried right now. This piece has the skin fully attached still. Honestly, it might be on better than it was before. This one, unscathed, garlic well attached. The skin. All right, we gotta give that one more shot. I'm not trying to ruin garlic time. One more go for all the marbles, and more importantly, to save garlic time. 1 slap. That hurt my hand. Look, I'm gonna get the close-up for you guys. 1 slap, that's all it did. Is it easier to peel away the garlic crust now? Nope. Let's give it one more. 2 chops. Oh! Hold on, peep that. That is the skin coming off. Oh, that was very easy. There still is a slight nub I have to cut off. Chalk that one up to the game. But y'all, garlic time might have just been saved. It does an alright job. I don't know. Oh, I feel like I'm down that. Oh, that wasn't worth the bit at all. That tasted awful. Also, if anyone's hating on me using a wood cutting board, I already got my weekly fill of microplastics, so back off. I take a microplastic supplement, so I think I got enough already. Look, the last thing Vince claimed that I would love is his nuts. These are habanero barbecue blue diamond almonds. Not really made for ice cream. They are still nuts. They're also pretty gas. Blue diamond, hit my line. All right, come on, this is for Vince. Yeah, it cut them. Like, I suppose those nuts are cut, but I think I lost more nuts to the inside of the thing. I'm gonna be honest, this is a tough one for me. It's not good. Did that not even, why is there almond on it? It just doesn't do a good job at all. Like, Vince, I was supposed to have an exciting life. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time. Oh, fucking hell, man. I hate to be the bad news bear. I think that's how the saying goes. Barack is fucked. he just doesn't hold water, which, you know, is an important part of what he does. You know, we flex taped him. I don't even know where the water is spilling out of at this point, but as you can tell by this petri dish full of water, clearly somewhere. Wish I realized that before I bought the chia seeds. I did not. That's $8 down the drain. You know, I did ethically want to put an end to Barack. Beheaded is no way to live. Look at the flowers, Barack. Okay, that scratched the shit out of my fushigi. We're not doing that. So this would be a pretty lame way for this part of the video to go, but fortunately we did buy one more thing that's pretty good at cleaning up spilled water. It's the ShamWow.
Wow.
So I'm going to put the ShamWow to the test and just see how much water it can suck up. It is a towel at the end of the day. I don't really know what I expected here. So despite how it looks, this one actually has less water than that. So we're going to start with this one. Look, I would be shocked if this amount of towel doesn't absorb this much water. I actually don't even know how to fit it. This went better in my head. Maybe yeah, I'm just gonna turn it upside down like that. Sorry, my camera died, but it worked. Oh, dude. I'm gonna just wring it out into here and... Oh, wait, why is the water orange now? Okay. There's a little bit of a tinge to it there. That was kind of gross. But we're 1-0. Let's see if we can do it again. This is incredibly heavy. But I don't think it can do the whole container. Come on, you got more in ya. Oh, okay, now the water's orange again. Look, all things considered, like that's a lot of water. Look, was the bar incredibly low? Yeah. But I'm just glad something actually impressed me in this video. Because, I mean, nothing's done it yet. Kind of want to know how it handles if I just pour water directly on it. This is really useful in case you have to take like a pee in the wild. I mean, like, the counter's still wet, but like not that wet. Just feels good to get a win, you know? It's been a while. It's nice to win one. Hello. So it's been a few months since I filmed all the other parts of this video. Obviously that was because I was busy testing all the products and not because I didn't want to edit this video, but I've had at least 5 months to try out all these products, so I think I've got a pretty good tier list coming. Speaking of the tier list, this is how we are going to rate the products. I really hope the camera can see this. We have everything I've ever wanted and more, pretty rad, yeah, about how I thought that would go, low-key ass, and high-key ass. And here are our lovely contestants. Starting off with the slap chop. I have no clue where the slap chop is. I have not used it since. And I had pretty high expectations for this, but ultimately it has never proven to be more useful than a knife. That being said, I guess it still technically does chop, but I'm gonna say that this one is low-key ass. Now going to his much more desirable brother, the ShamWow, this thing fucking ruled. You might be wondering, hey, do I know where the ShamWow is? Yeah, I've got it right here. I just washed it because this thing rules. It is the only thing that I've used since filming the video. I spilled something on my rug the other day and I was like, wow, that is a problem. And then I said, wait a minute, I've got the ShamWow. And it did a good job, so. You could say that I was saying wow every time. I think that's how the ad went. I don't really remember. The fun slides also encompasses the trick rail. These sucked. Kind of a running theme of this video, huh? That's where you live forever now. I think these would be low-key ass because they really are just plastic that you can slide on. But I moved it down to high-key ass because the commercials made it look way too fun. And because that trick rail came dirty as hell. Also, you couldn't slide on the trick rail, so that was kind of useless. Yeah, though I hated those. Chia Barack Obama is kind of a tough one. Chia Barack Obama should have been really great, but he was dealt a pretty rough hand. Worse than the 2008 economy? I don't know. But purely on vibes, he was a pretty good hang, so we're gonna say he was pretty rad. Also kind of wrapped up in that debacle is the flex tape. The scissors that I used to cut the flex tape in the video have been stuck together since I filmed that like 5 months ago. So I think the tape works. It just didn't with Barack. I don't know, but you know, he did tape that boat back together. I don't know, there's not really a category called, I don't know how to rate this one, and it really wasn't its fault it failed. We're just gonna say, yeah, that's about how I thought that would go. And now, the fushigi. Is the fushigi cool? No. But do I regret buying the fushigi? Yes. This thing's stupid. I don't know. Go pick up a rock. Pretty much the same thing. It's not Fun Slides level bad though, but it is low-key ass. And so that leaves one bachelor on the villa. In the villa. I don't really know. I don't really watch those shows. Our special guest, the Moon Shoes. Yeah, they didn't really oversell these. They're not really made for an adult, so I don't really want to be too harsh on them. I think they're just middle of the pack. Yeah, that's about how I thought this would go. They worked. They just kind of hurt my feet a lot and weren't that cool. So this is our finished tier list. Let's get a close-up on that for all its glory. And this is free to the public, unless you're Consumer Reports. Then you guys can pay me for this. Blur it. Actually, blur it. If you're Consumer Reports, it's blurred. You can't see it. Everyone else. Well, that's pretty much all I got for this one. What did we learn from all of this? Nothing. I don't really think we learned anything, but it was kind of fun. I guess we learned that you shouldn't buy anything but a ShamWow. We also learned that I need to edit my videos a little bit faster. And we learned the names you're seeing on screen now are some of my patrons. This is also real estate I have legally sold to them. If you want to see your name on screen or possibly an image behind me, or any of the fun videos I make for my Patreon, you can go check it out at patreon.com/JamieRegan. Also, go follow me on Instagram where I posted this fun picture. Wow, that's really fun, and I've definitely posted it already. Thank you guys so much for watching, but more importantly, thank you for saying wow every time.
Wow, wows, wows, wows.
Wow.
Wow.